Hey everybody, it's Rob here with Sandbox8.com. Today we're going to do something a little different and we're going to do a video book review, and I'm reviewing Gary Vaynerchuk's new book, Crush It! Why Now's the Time to Cash In on Your Passion. Now while the book title sounds like it'd be about golf, it really isn't. It's actually about finding out what is it that you're passionate about and learning how to capitalize on that so you can be successful. And the reason I want to talk about this book and why I think it's a great book for pretty much anybody is that it's because of Gary Vaynerchuk that is one of the main reasons why I started Sandbox8.com. And from watching him on, rise as this internet sensation, so to speak, as this charismatic speaker who was, so passionate about wine and how he grew his family business really inspired me. And when you read this book, even if you're not familiar with who Gary is, you're going to find out a lot of things about who Gary is and what made him today and why he's so successful. And that's what Crush It's about. It's about taking your passion, taking that hobby, taking that thing that you're really passionate about and turning it into a real business where you can actually be successful and make a living at it. I mean, how excellent is that? And that's one of the things I'm doing today as a result of this. And in this book, you're going to find a lot of really interesting things. One of the key things that I found really interesting is that it's important to really embrace who you are. And that's this whole chapter about success is in your DNA. And basically, it's about believing, just not fighting or pretending, covering up who you really are, but just embracing, what are your talents? Embracing that, hey, if you're a charismatic kind of person, embrace it. Don't try and cover up. Don't pretend to be so serious, Get out there and embrace that, because your success is tied to your DNA in a sense. But with that, the big thing that Gary talks about, if you're familiar with his work, is about building your brand and how developing your own brand, your personal brand, is a part of the bigger picture and becoming successful, because that's what's going to help you monetize your blog, your website, your podcast, or whatever into being successful and successful business. Because those two things have to be one and the same. Just kind of like how Gary took Wine Library TV and took his passion about wine, which he developed while working at his parents' liquor store, and turned it into his own personal brand. So by doing the lessons that are outlined in here, well, not lessons, but by following along and basically step by step the things that Gary did to become successful, I think anybody can really benefit from this. And if anything, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. The other thing you're going to take away from this book is not only learning how to leverage the tools that Gary used, but also how to take advantage of them. But if you're happy with what you're currently doing and love it, then you know what? If anything, this is a great educational read to learn about where's business going? How is social media, how is technology going to change the face of business? And it really has, and I think people are beginning to realize that. So if anything, you're going to learn how to be just happy as a person. All the other stuff comes, and you're just a much better person, and so does success follows. So to find out more information about Crush It, visit Sandbox8.com.